सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् रे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् रे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्म.
Good evening, good afternoon, namaskar. Can you hear? Audio is clear? Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, we'll start. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Om Parthaya Pratibodhidham Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshiniim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Phullaravindayada Patranetra Yena Tvaya Bharatatailapurnaha Prajwalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapannaparijataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Geetamritaduhe Namaha Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandana Partho Vatsasudhir Bhokta Dugdham Geetamritam Mahad Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Bhishmadrona Tata Jayadratha Jala Gandhara Nilopala Shalyagrahapati Kripena Vahani Karnena Velakula Ashwathamapi Karnaghora Magara Duryodhana Vartini Soptirna Khalu Pandavai Rananadi Kaivartaka Keshavaha Parasharyavaja Saroja Mamalam Gidartha Ghandotkadam Nanakyanaka Kesaram Harikadha Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shatpadairaharaha Pepi Yamanam Muda भूयाद् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः. Tomorrow is Vyasa Jayanti, so we'll just chant one sloka and then we'll continue. नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायदपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः. Okay, so we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. On every Sunday we are in the second chapter. We completed up to verse 50. 49, we finished up to 49. Yeah, up to 49 we finished. We will continue from verse 50. 49 was Dhurena hyabaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanamanvicha kripana phalahetavaha. That is the 49th verse. Bhagavan said, Arjuna, those who are doing their karma with a desire or with an attachment to the phalam, they are kripanaha. They are kripanaha. It is silly, and they deserve only compassion or sympathy. We'll continue from the 50th verse. बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्माद् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्. One more time. बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्. In this world, one who has established his buddhi, his intellect, the vyavasayatmika buddhi, that one-pointed buddhi, that buddhi fixed on Bhagavan, Brahman. Okay, then one who is fixed in Ishvara buddhi, he drops the notion of both sukritam and dushkritam, or both punyam and papam. Both punyam and papam. So for that, yogaya yujyasva, you practice karma yoga for yogaya. Yogaya means Ishvara prapti or equanimity of the mind. So, okay, equanimity of the mind. Then, yoga karmasu kaushalam. Here, kaushalam means, you can say, smartness, okay, or ability to efficiently do, etc., or dexterity is called another word. So all this is kaushalam. Kaushalam is word, it is from the kushalata. It has come from the word kushalata. In earlier times, from the Padashala or Gurukulam, etc., they go to pluck the kusha grass. So this kusha grass is it will be the end will be very sharp. The end will be very sharp. But if you are not very careful, then you might cut your fingers. So the ability with the smartness, you have to pluck this kusha grass. Okay. So from this word only kushalata came. And also we used to hear no kushagra buddhi, we call it kushagra buddhi, very sharp mind, etc. All this come from that kusha grass. So the kushalata is this, and this kushalata or the smartness is the smartness not in doing karma. Okay. Not in, see, suppose somebody says very smart, he's smart in doing his karma, not that he will complete the task efficiently and perfectly. His that the kushalata or the smartness is not inside the karma. Okay. But the kushalata is how you perform a karma. How you means it is not the in karma, but in what attitude you have. The karma that anyone performs with the mind fixed on Bhagavan, that is a karma, whether it is a small karma which is of 5 minutes, or it is of 1 hour, or it is a karma can be a small wave, or it can be a tsunami. Okay. It can be anything. But when the mind is undisturbed, when the mind is not anxious, when the mind is not at all attached to the result of that karma, whatever it may be, whether it is it's a wave or it is a big tsunami. Okay. Whatever, whether it is small or big, whether it is very tough or easy, doesn't matter. Then if someone can perform this action without getting attached to the result of it, okay, that is kaushalam. Okay. Yoga karmasu kaushalam. See, this is yoga karmasu kaushalam. Here is not a definition of yoga. Definition of yoga is already explained earlier. Samatvam yoga uchyate. That is yoga. That is the definition of yoga. Equanimity of the mind is the definition, and this is the prayojan. Okay. Equanimity of the mind. Keep the mind in steady. Keep the mind without disturbance. This is only possible by carrying out the action without getting attached to the result of it, without being anxious of the result of it. That is the only way to keep the mind steady. So that is what is it. That is why it is called yoga karmasu kaushalam. It is not inside the karma. Okay. The kaushalam is not to not in the performance of this action. Okay. I hope I conveyed it right. It is not in yoga karmasu kaushalam means, suppose a person is say um, see any action you take for that matter. Okay. An examination, for example. Okay. It is not the writing of that examination, to write that examination perfectly with the correct answer, with the suppose there is a question and there is an answer, 1 2 3 4 5 questions you have to answer. It is not the kaushalam here, doesn't mean that the answers are perfect. It is not in writing the answers perfect, but it is not worried about the result of this examination, where the mind is not anxious of the result of this examination. If the mind is steady irrespective of the result of this examination, whether I fail, whether I pass, Actually, everyone writes to pass the examination, but the result of it does not depend just on this writing of this examination. It has got various factors involved. One who is not attached to the result of it, where the mind is steady irrespective of the result of it. Now you apply this part of this action. When you perform any action, let it be anything, right? Anything, let it be anything, that is why I said whether it can be a small wave or it is a tsunami, the work can be anything. It is the karma has got absolutely nothing to do with the equanimity of the mind. Equanimity of the mind, steadiness of the mind depends only if the mind is in God, if the mind is in Ishvara Buddhi. If the mind is I live everything, the body is continuing, the body just does its job. The body is, the shariram is a jadavastu. As per the prakriti, the body functions. Never take the doership of this action. When we take the doership of this action, the result of it affects us. So keeping the mind in God, in Brahman, keeping the mind in Brahman without being anxious of the result is Kaushalam. So, yoga karmasu Kaushalam. It is not in karma, but keeping the mind in yoga. That is Kaushalam. Is that clear? Clear, Ji? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So, yoga karmasu Kaushalam. Kaushalam is, as I told, it is not the smartness in the karma. It is not even the smartness or the crookedness, whatever you call it. It is not inside that. It is not in the karma. Use the body. Okay. Use this body to do its work. Where what for whatever the body is generated for it. This body came into existence. This body, the jiva embodied here because of karma vasana, because of our ajnanam, because of our ignorance during our past lives. Because of this, we are embodied, and let the body just do. Now onwards, I am not in ignorance. I will never take doership for my actions, right? I never will. I totally surrender. So this Ishvara Buddhi in this world, one who is established is Buddhi. His Buddhi. That is what it means. Buddhi yukto jahadiha. Iha in this world, Buddhi yuktaha. Always, every moment, the mind is established in Atma, in Ishvara, in God. Then Ubhe Sukrita Dushkrite. Sukritam and Dushkritam, or Punya or Papa. Both Punya and Papa Jahati. He drops. He drops both Punya and Papa. Why this Punya and Papa? See, when someone does a good deed, okay, one who takes ownership for a good action, a good, I did some charity, I gave annadana, I helped other people, I helped them without suffering, I helped them to get out of this suffering. When people, when the jivas, when we take doership for this good action, okay, it is punya. And what is the result of punya? Happiness, pleasure. Okay. And what is papa? Any action with the doership, okay, of hurting others. Any action with the doership of hurting others will produce papa. So both are mental thing. Both are mental thing. The way we take ownership or doership, agency for the action, for a good deed, the result will be good, and something hurting, it will produce bad. This is dushkritam and sukritam. One who does not take doership, one who does not take doership for any action, then both, whether the result is favorable or unfavorable, he is not affected by it. That is, he is neither jumps with joy when favorable thing comes, neither sad when unfavorable thing comes. Actually speaking, there is no favorable or unfavorable itself. That itself is a wrong way of saying favorable and unfavorable. But for us to understand, we have to say this favorable and unfavorable. Okay? See, we are every day we are eating food, etc. Right? Actually speaking, do we take any doership of it? We don't say that I digested it. Yesterday, I ate food and I digested it. Right? Do we? Okay. Some people, some of us, many of us snore here while in the deep sleep. When we go to sleep, we snore. In the morning, when we are asked, we do no, I did not snore. No, you snored yesterday. I couldn't sleep. When we don't take ownership of it, we don't take doership of it, because snoring is the body's prakriti. It is the body's dharma. It is the same way. When there is a disease, when there is a pain in the body, if somebody cries with the pain, that is the reaction of the body. It need not affect the mind. See, body pain or a pain because of a disease will not cause a mental pain. I'll give you one perfect example. Two people in a boxing ring. Okay? They are fighting with each other. Think of this. When both of us is hitting the other person, and both of them will be bleeding. And at the end of maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes, both of them are swollen eyes, swollen cheeks, etc. And sometimes bruises all over, and one person wins and one person loses. Right? Now you go and ask them, one person, you are happy. Are your happiness has got anything to do with the body pain, anything to do with the blood that is oozing, anything to do with the physical pain that you undergo? Are you happy because of that? He will say, no, I am happy because I won this game. Now you go and ask the other person, you are sad now, you are unhappy now. Are you unhappy because your body has got all the bruises? Is it because of the pain that you undergo that you are sad now? Is it because that you have lost a few teeth? Are you sad? He will say, no, I am not worried about all this. I am sad only because I lost this match. So, the mental state of happiness or sadness has got nothing to do with the body pain. It has got absolutely no connection with the body pain. So, why I am taking this example is that if we really think, if we disconnect that I am not this body, then when it is internalized that I am not this body, anything that comes to the body will not affect the mind. This is a clear disconnection between the body and the mind. But our ignorance tells us, or the inbuilt ignorance is vasana. Okay, the inbuilt ignorance is vasana. Because of that vasana, we wrongly identify ourselves as this body mind complex. And because of that reason, we don't know our true nature. My true nature is Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. It is that Brahman which is expressing the as many here. The same Brahman is what I am, you, and all that which is being experienced with the sense organs. Everything is Brahman only. One who realizes this, he knows that I am not this body. Body is an appearance in Brahman. See this spot. Look at this spot. Again, why I'm taking this spot. This is a perfect example of this pot. When you see a pot, if you see the pot without seeing the clay, we are in ignorance. If we can see the clay without seeing the names and forms, every bit of it, every point of this pot is clay only. There is only clay here. The pot and the shape is in our imagination. We have given the name pot, we have formed the shape. The human mind has given the name pot, human mind has given the shape of the spot, whereas originally it is clay only. Now the next step, can you take out the clay from here? If you take out the clay from here, the pot does not exist. But you take the pot and name and form from here, clay is still there. Now you say, I will make it a powder. Yeah, still clay is there. You form another shape, you give, it is still the clay. You make anything out of this, it is still the clay. So whether it is a pot, whether it is something else with the clay, all through it is only the clay. So the clay is the truth. The name pot and the shape is false. The same way, the world that appears as you, me, the sun, everything is only Brahman here. Only Brahman, Bhagavan appears as so many. This clear realization, this clear understanding in the buddhi, intellectually we understand first, and then we apply it in our every moment of our life. That is what buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite. So when everything is an appearance, means it is appearance like a dream. This is just appearing like a dream, it is. So when it is a dream, does it have any relevance? See, we have seen a dream. In the dream, okay, in a dream, when we go to sleep and then we see a dream, when we wake up, are we really bothered about the tiger that is chasing? We are not really worried about it, right? Nothing happens. The same way, this appearance of this waking world, the waking world appearance is like a dream. So when it is a dream, then what is this dushkritam and sukritam, etc.? Any doership, how do we take a doership that we have done in the dream? If you have done a good job in your dream, do you take a doership of it? Or do you feel bad about anything that happened in your dream? Both. Do you take any doership? So the same way, one who completely understands this, he does not take any doership of the actions in the waking world. He transcends both sukritam and dushkritam. There is no punyam, there is no papam for this jnani. So sukrita dushkrite, jahati, both he drops. Buddhi yukto jahati ka ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmat yogaya yujyasva. So yogaya yujyasva. Yogaya means Ishvara Prapti or equanimity of the mind is the goal. Shanti is the goal. Ultimate goal is Shat. Is there any disturbance? It's okay now? Back to normal now? Yeah, okay, thank you. So, uh, this, the path itself, one second, please. Yeah. So this path with equanimity of the mind, what are we doing here? The karma yoga. This is all karma yoga. Okay, karma yoga, that is all the karma when the phalam is not at all relevant, the phalam is not at all important when we perform the actions. All the actions have to be performed because we have embodied, because in ignorance we are come to this world. So there is a karma inbuilt in this body, and that karma has to be performed, will be performed, whether you want it, whether you don't want it, you will do that karma. There is no doubt about it. The only issue is mind getting attached to it. And what is attachment to the karma? If the karma phalam is not desired, okay, the karma will not bind you. See, attachment to the karma is binding, and when it is a karma yoga, it is not binding, it's a release. Okay, so tasmat yogaya yujyasva, yoga karmasu kaushalam, yoga karmasu kaushalam. See, there are already, we have explained earlier, but still one more time we'll discuss. There are three types of karmas. One is sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, and agami karma. Sanchita karma is all that which have been accumulated over so many janmas. So many janmas, the accumulated karma is called sanchita karma. And prarabdha karma is what this out of, see, it is like a fixed deposit. The fixed deposit, all that fixed deposit is the sanchita karma, and one or two or three fixed deposit which got matured, that is the prarabdha karma. That is out of the sanchita karma, this body come into existence to fulfill some karma vasana. So that is why this body has come. And during this jivada yatra, during the journey of this jiva, with lot of desires and fulfilling the desires, we accumulate more karma vasana. Okay, and at the end, when the body falls off, all these accumulated, newly acquired agami, this is called agami, the new ones, they also get added up. That is, more fixed deposit increases. Okay, so that is the sanchita karma increases. So this is the sanchita karma. It's like you have got a cure with lot of arrows in it. Okay, and the arrow which is already dropped, that is the prarabdha karma. Okay, and that which is ready, that is the agami karma. Okay, so but for a jnani for a jnani, there is no sanchita karma. There is no, because there is no sanchita karma means he burns all the sanchita karma. How? By a karma yoga. By doing karma yogam, whatever is the karma vasanas is all burnt in his jnanagni, it burns. So there is a question. So already there is a question can arise in mind, because sanchita karma, suppose you have got 100 sanchita karma, so out of that, say 30 has got matured, and then with the 30 we are here with this body, and now little more we accumulate, and then it goes adds with the 100, right? So the 100 out of 30 just come with the prarabdha. So now how we can burn what is already there? Here we have to understand one thing. When, if I won't say if, yes it is, this is, we have come with this embodied with the last one, there is zero there. I would say we have embodied with this, we have got no sanchita karma balance, and we are not going to acquire any more agami karmas. We are not going to have anything. Uddared atmanatmanam. This is the dhi we have to use. This is the Jivan Mukta's dhairyam. So there is no sanchita karma, because all the sanchita karma is it has already come here. Okay, this is a technical answer to that. And no agami, because there is no more desire. All the desires are burnt. There is no more desire. All the sanchita is burnt, and only prarabdha karma remains. Prarabdha karma is whatever the body undergoes in this life. But to make matters more clear, Shankaracharya in his Aparoksha Anubhuti, okay, if one who was interested, you can write down Aparoksha Anubhuti. There is a verse, 90th verse, okay, 90th verse and 91st verse. Bhagavan has clearly mentioned that there is no prarabdha karma for a jnani, because this jnani has already realized that this world is mithya. This is a dream. So, in a dream, when everything is mithya, when there is no doership at all, when there is no doership now, how can there be a doership earlier? When my true nature is Atma, which is na jayate mriyadeva kadachit, no janma for this, never born, never born, never dies. When I am this Atma, when there is no birth or death, then where is the question of janma? When there are no janmas, where is this sanchita karma? Where is the prarabdha karma? When there is no sanchita karma at all, this prarabdha karma is supposed to be a part of sanchita karma, whereas I am Atma, Aham Brahmasmi, I have no janma. When I have no janma, there is no sanchita karma, there is no prarabdha karma also. So for a jnani, there is no prarabdha karma, but in Brahman, in this Ajnanam, in this world, in the law of karma, there is Sanchita karma is there, Agami karma is there, Prarabdha karma is there. But one who transcends this world, one who realizes that this world is mithya, one who realizes that my true nature is Atma, na jayate mriyadeva kadachit, nayam bhutva bhavitava na bhuyaha, ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano, na hanyate hanyamane sharire. One who realizes this, for that Atma or for that Brahman, there is no Agami or Sanchita or even Prarabdha. But a person who is looking at a Jnani, okay, in Ajnanam, when we look at a Jnani, it will appear to us that a Jnani is in Prarabdha. A jnani who undergoes a lot of pain with his body, physical pain, we think that the jnani is undergoing prarabdha. But for a jnani, from his view, there is no prarabdha for him. Yes. Yeah, you please continue listening to the Bhagavad Gita talks. That's all. You don't have to do anything. Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Yeah, actually, I was not joking. Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam is the process. Sravanam is proper Sravanam of Vedanta, that is Bhagavad Gita or Upanishads and its discussions. And also, you please read the relevant books, Sravanam and Mananam. You contemplate, you are doing exactly the same thing. You are thinking about it, you are reasoning it out, you are asking questions. This is Mananam. And then once all your doubts are cleared, then we start. You means we all start assimilating it in our day to day life. When we assimilate it second by second, we will know that we are in the right path. How to know that we are in the right path? The only indication is FIR: frequency, intensity, recovery time. If there is a disturbance, you see how frequently we are getting disturbed. One, then intensity, how deep it is, how hard it is hitting us, the intensity. Then recovery time, suppose when something get disturbed, if the disturbance stays for long time, if it is coming down, 2 days of jealousy or 2 days of anger, if it has come down to say one day and then half an hour, and within 1 minute, within a few seconds, the anger is gone, that means it is working. So this process, or sorry, this result, FIR, observe the FIR, then we will know that we are in the right path or not. Okay. Yeah. So this is, I was not joking. Please listen to the Bhagavad Gita. And no, need not be this the Saturday or Sunday classes. There are so many available in the YouTube. There are so many great scholars who are doing discussions. Please listen to that. Okay, we'll continue. So this is the Prarabdha Karma. So Aparokshanubhuti, 90th and 91, 92 verses you can see. Okay, we'll move to the, we are, I thought we will do 50, 51 and 52. It looks, we'll see. No worries. 51. We'll go to the 51st verse. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantya. He, because buddhi yuktaha manishinaha. Buddhi yuktaha means the goal, the ultimate goal is Ishvara Prapti. So buddhi yuktaha manishinaha, whoever it is, whoever it means who have taken, manishinaha means who has taken a strong desire, a strong decision, who has taken a very strong decision that my goal is Jivan Mukti, my goal is Ishvara Prapti. They buddhi yuktaha manishinaha, then karmajam phalam tyaktva. Same repetition. Karmajam phalam tyaktva. Any of the result of my actions are dropped. Tyaktva, right? Renounced. The phalam is renounced, not the karma is renounced. Phalam, karma phalam is renounced. Okay, karma phalam, karma janya, karmajam phalam tyaktva janma bandha vinirmuktaha. Janma bandha vinirmuktaha. There is no birth, no death. Okay, janma bandham. Janma bandham means birth and death. That is what this cycle, this bondage. Vinirmuktaha. Janma bandha vinirmuktaha. Then anamayam padam gachanti. Amayam means upadravam. Is Shankaracharya has commented that amayam means upadravam. Okay, so anamayam padam, we can take it as amayam means dukkham. Okay, dukkham, amayam. Anamayam padam means where there is no sorrow, there is no disturbance, absolute shanti. Anamayam padam gachanti. A mind, a mind which has reached anamayam padam is Brahman. Okay, a mind which is reached anamayam padam is Brahman. Yoga, sorry, samatvam yoga uchyate. There is another verse also which we will discuss in the coming thing. So, what is this Janma Bandham? Janma Bandham. Janma Bandham is see the karma vasana. Okay, the karma vasana is the seed of this Janma Bandham. If there is a karma vasana in us, if at the end of this life, okay, during the dropping of this body, when this body completes its shelf life, then if there is any karma vasana remaining, as per that karma vasana, a new body will be created by this mind. Okay, as per the desire, balanced desire. So the only way to avoid this birth and death is to have absolutely no desire. And how is it possible not to have any desire? First we have to know why we desire, then only we can get rid of it. We desire things because we feel incomplete. That is the only reason. Irrespective of any amount of money or name and fame or anything for that matter, whatever we have doesn't matter. We look at what we don't have. That is the problem, that we don't have. If somebody has got one child, if it is a girl child, he will look for the second boy child. If someone is having a boy child, they would look for a girl child, right? If someone doesn't have a child, they look for a child. So Vidyaranya Swami said, how much that the child can give trouble, what he said is that an unborn child gives trouble to people who don't have child, because they want to have child and they are crying all the time. An unborn child gives so much dukkham. So imagine after having a child, how much dukkham this child can give. Unborn child gives dukkham. So this is how the desires, so the desire that I will be happy only if. So this if only is the reason for this body, for the desires. But what Vedanta says, what Bhagavad Gita says, or Upanishad says is that, Arey Baba, your true nature is happiness. Your true nature is happiness. Because of the ignorance because in ignorance, avidya, kama, karma. Avidya, ignorance. What ignorance? Not knowing the true nature. In avidya, it produces kama, the desire, that this if only, and that produces karma, action. Why? For what? To fulfill this. So it is a product of the mind. This is a product of the mind. Kadhopanishad says, Manasaivedam aptavyam neha nanasti kinchana mrityo samrityum gacchati ya iha naneva pashyati. Who sees naneva pashyati? One who sees Veda Buddhi, one who sees a difference, one who sees the difference between you and me, okay, he or she, mrityoho samrityum gacchati, he is in this cycle of birth and death. Kathopanishad says, neha nanasti kinchana, there is nothing other than one. Ekameva advitiyam. There is only one without a second. Here there is only Brahman is here. There is nothing else. Okay? One who sees two. One who sees two. One who sees the difference between this and that. That's it. One who sees me and you, mrityoho samrityum gacchati. There is no question about it. This is the truth. This is the reason for this janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchandi anamayam. This is only possible. This is only possible if Advaitam. In Advaitam only this is possible. Ekameva Advitiyam. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. There is nothing other than God. There is only Bhagavan here. One who realizes this, then there is nothing to lose, nothing to gain. There is no Sukritam, there is no Dushkritam. There is nothing here. Everything is, this world is an appearance in Brahman. Brahman alone is there. Right? See, the pot is clay. Is it not? Think about it. This pot is not clay, it is clay. So the universe is Brahman. This Prapancham is Brahman. And there is only one. That is only God alone is here. Anyone who thinks different, anyone who thinks I am this Jiva with a body and mind complex, if one who thinks I am this body, see, the moment I see I am this body, I see you also as another body. It's very clear. But the moment I understand myself as Brahman, that is why you have to do the inquiry from within first. Realize this in the heart, right? One who realizes in me, then I know that everything is Brahman only. But science does the opposite. The science looks for the truth outside. It starts from outside. But ultimately, science also will realize this in time. But only if the science has to start from within. That's all. Okay. Karmajam buddhi yuktva hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantyanāmayam. Let me just see. Anamayam padam is that blissful state. Blissful state does not mean anamayam padam is that an unnatural state like nasha or having some drugs or something like that. Okay, ecstasy and all that. That is not that. It is not, because all those states come and go. Whereas anamayam padam, or the state of equanimity, okay, is sahaja samadhi, it is called. It is naturally the way we live. Naturally, wherever you are, whatever karma you are in, the mind is in shanti. Because nothing we gain, nothing we lose. Because we don't own or possess anything, including this body. Nothing is mine. Nothing is yours. Nobody, no one has anything or as his own. Okay, this renunciation, this is the renunciation, not the physical renunciation and leave everywhere, everything and then go. Bhagavan Krishna did not tell Arjuna, you leave all this and then go to the forest. Bhagavan said, you continue whatever you are doing. You have a karma vasana in you. You have a swadharma. Swadharma is there in you. Do that swadharma without thinking whether you will win the war or you will lose the war, whether you will kill or they will kill me. All that results you forget. Arjuna, you forget. You just do your swadharma, because nobody is getting killed here. No one is getting killed. And one who thinks who is killing or one who thinks who is getting killed, both of them don't know the truth. Bhagavan said in the beginning itself. So, do not take any kartrutvam here. So, the kartrutvam if we take the doership, there will be a enjoyership, and that is bandham. Okay. Yeah. So we'll move to the 52nd verse. यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च. One more time. यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च. यदा ते buddhi, when your buddhi, your intellect, moha kalilam means it's ajnana dosham. Okay, kalilam means dosham, ajnana kalilam, moha kalilam means ajnana dosham. What is the dosham? The dosham is this thula prapancham is truth. This is real. That is the ajnana. The jada vastu, jadam, the jadam means that which does not have this chetana in it. That is jadam. Do not get confused by jadam, this sentient and insentient. Okay, many places you will see sentient means not jadam, and insentient means, say, like for example, say this pot or this pen etc is insentient, so it is jadam. Not like that. A dead body jadam and all, it is not like that. Jadam is where there is no brahman, without bodham, without consciousness. Consciousness is there in everywhere. Consciousness is everywhere, it is there. Only it manifests differently. So, one who thinks this gross thing is real is in moha. That is the problem of Arjuna also. He thinks first, Arjuna thinks his body is this body. That is the reason he sees Drona, Bhishmacharya, and all others are various bodies. And then the relation comes, my people, etc. That is the moham. Right? That is the dosha. So, yadate moha kalilam buddhir vyatitarishyati. Then, tada vyatitarishyati, tada, one who transcends this. One who transcends using your vivekam. Okay? You using the intellect, using the vivekam, tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha. We'll take up this the 52nd verse in the next class. Okay, I thought we will do 52 also. We have just started only. We'll continue in the next Sunday. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat. Brahmarpanamastu. Yeah.